Well, Mother Nature has blessed us with a little sunshine. Well, a little bit of sunshine, as in we have a couple hours. So I decided to get out of my apartment, walk down into Faro, and show you some of the sights. Here we go. So that's where I came from. This is where my avenue actually ends. And when you go that way, it changes names. Lots of buses as centralized transportation is essential here in Faro. This is where the magic starts to happen when you get to downtown Faro. So let's go. The cobblestones are beautiful, as you can see. And you have all these different ways to walk. And most places down these little walkways are filled with places to shop. You have tapas and wines. You have the Baixa Cafe, great place for breakfast. Breakfast here in Portugal is different than breakfast in the United States. I'll talk about that later. More shops. I'm going to show you that part. Pretty cool. All right, here we go. And giving you a view of the beautiful sidewalks. One of my favorite places is Ale Hop. Really cool stuff inside. Really cool stuff inside. And we continue to walk. More places to eat. People love eating outside. Why wouldn't it? It is now the middle of February, and you can see most people are wearing light jackets, sitting outside, enjoying some wine, enjoying some coffee. It's a wonderful lifestyle. Slow, friendly, and I know I said wine, healthy. The food here, extremely healthy. Okay, rounding the bend. If you've noticed, in front of us is water. To the right, more places to wander. Excuse the armored car. All right, so let's wander down to where we would call the marina in Faro. Ooh, just forgot. Really, really cool place to buy sardines. They have every kind of sardine you want right there. Okay, getting close to the marina. We have some open area to the left here. A lot of times they'll have local vendors set up here. In Christmas time, they have a Christmas bazaar selling local favorites, selling local foods. As you can see, the tile work is just breathtaking. In fact, you live here long enough, you don't even notice it, unfortunately. Okay, heading to the marina. In front of us. Okay, now I'm going to break the rules here. We have walkways where the cars need to stop for you. I'm not at a walkway, but I'm going to scamper across. Okay, you didn't see that. Okay, here is a very famous heart faro. It's the eye, or just the heart faro symbol. There it is. Now I'm going to show you the marina. It's just pretty small in comparison to marinas in the Algarve. It's basically just here to there. And by the way, what's not better than sitting in the sunshine near the water, listening to some music, and having an adult beverage? Oh baby, oh baby. I'm going to walk a little farther down here, excuse me, and I'll explain why the marina here is so small. So, told you earlier that we have a very small marina here in Faro. To give you an idea, that's where we just came from, on the far side there in the red. And the culprit of why this marina is so small is that area right there. See that little inlet? Well, above that, on top of that bridge, railroad tracks. And we have a train that runs the south of Algarve back and forth for mainly it's for residents to get back and forth the Algarve. So on top of that train tracks, so all the boats have to go through that little opening. Now the tide is coming in right now. When the tide's fully in, most boats can't get out. So for boats to get out into the Ria Formosa and into the ocean, they got to wait for low tide. And then to get back in, they got to wait for low tide again. So consequently, our marina is small. However, there is talks of moving that rail system behind me so we can open this up and make it a larger marina, but we'll see when that happens. I'm going to show you something really cool. If I look to the left, you're going to see the stone wall. That is the original wall where the original part of Faro was built. That's inside that stone wall is the old city. More on that later. Okay, this is the other side of the area where I said they have the markets in the wintertime when they have vendors out with their goods and local foods. And then I'm going to turn to the right and I'm going to show you the entrance to Old City, which is right there. Back this way is the stone wall that I showed you. Here is the entrance, public transport. Don't they understand that I'm trying to show you guys really cool stuff? All right, so there is the entrance, Old City. That's another video for another time. Extremely interesting. Okay, we're now headed back. Hence we came. Once again, super cool sidewalk. And the trees, what I find interesting about the trees' root system will grow past, but you know what happens here? It doesn't crack. The stones basically move up, move down, and adapt. And if I can say anything about Portugal, this country adapts. There we are. This magnificent structure is the Bank of Portugal. No, it is not a phone booth. However, if you look inside, there are books to be had. And you gotta love